Hi Gemini, welcome to your May love reading. Um yeah, so I'll be pulling um a few cards for you, and we're going to discuss what's going on in May for ya. I'm getting like you're getting your stuff straight. Oh, I didn't curse them. You're getting your stuff in order. Yeah. So you're doing it so easily and so swiftly. You know what's funny? I'm like, okay, Gemini's next, and I just had this burst of fun energy, and then I just randomly was like, maybe I shouldn't follow the order. Maybe I should just not do. Maybe I should just pick another one that that I'm really feeling. And I look at them and I'm like, nah, I'm feeling Gemini right now. So Gemini, welcome. Let's wake up the door to the Gemini. Hi, Geminis. Okay, so May love, what's going on? So I'm gonna ask a series of questions, okay? And I'm gonna ask the cards to put themselves in the proper order. You know the questions I have. So, and then I have a little bonus after I pull them for you, okay? So stay with me. So, the present situation, what's going on for Gemini? Page of Cups reverse. What is the hopeful future that they envision, Geminis? Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Knowing this, what is the past influence that has caused, what is the past event or something in the past that has caused an influence for the present and also the future that they envision? Nine of Pentacles in reverse, okay. What's happening right now? What's happening in life, in love? Nine of Cups, okay. And what about changes, like breakup, status, something, anything of that sort? Three of Cups, there's a lot of reverse, okay. Six, love, okay. Okay, we'll take. Yeah, so love. Now I'm gonna ask, what are the difficulties and challenges that are in your way? Wow, you're really determined, because you've been going through you're about to have the new moon at the end of April on the 27th, in your 12th house of the subconscious, the psyche. Just facing things that are really hard and just that you've been pushing back. So maybe May is like, I don't know what your groove is gonna be, but let's figure it out. So difficulties and challenges for Gemini coming up in May. Eight of Pentacles reverse. And what's the hidden potential? A little like, what is going to make them smile? Two of Swords reverse. What's the potential future outcome for Gemini? The Wheel of Fortune. And what did I just say? Oh, okay. And if I had to summarize this reading with one card, what card would be best suited for this endeavor? The Justice in reverse. Okay, so the little bonus I have for you Geminis is so I'll be pulling three cards with the energies of 11, 22, 33, and then we'll talk about what you mean. So this is you for you, like at your soul. Gemini, And I always take them upright. Okay, so Gemini, present situation, um, it's difficult for you to kind of open up and let maybe your truth or your tears, or it's just difficult for you to let things just come out, flow, open up. There's a fear. You've never really done that, and I mean you have, but not completely, and you kind of know you have to go all in if you want to get results, and that's scary just to think about it. And you're an air sign too, so I can imagine that. Your hopeful future is the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. I'm getting energy of like you're trying to find a way around it. Wow, this is okay. So that you're trying to find a way around it. This reading is of self-love. That's what I'm getting. I think May is a month of self-love for Geminis. Yeah. So you're trying to find a shortcut. You want to kind of buy the experience. You don't want to go through it. You want, I'll pay you, give me what I need to know, and don't let me feel it. That's kind of, but it's not working. So what, now that it's not working, my bad. I didn't mean to say that. I don't know why I did, but you can't buy your way out of it, and it's tough, and you know it. The past event of influence that caused this is a Nine of Swords in reverse. Okay, so you realize that, I mean, you wish you could buy your way out of this kind of tug of war that's going on inside of you, but you're just like coming to terms with the fact that, you know what, maybe I'll just like let it all out. Why do I even care? Why don't I just say what I think, feel, want, like, need? What am I afraid of? Like, it's like, I'm my worst enemy with all this overthinking and trying to rationalize my emotions and what I'm going through. And then here I am trying to kind of get it together. And you're gonna, yeah. You don't want to overthink anymore. So that you're starting with that. And that's great. I think it's gonna work fantastic. What's happening right now? Nine of Cups in reverse. Okay, Nine of Cups. So for the mature Gemini, you recognize the abundance that you could receive and achieve by going through by swimming with the flow and letting like the water wash the mud off for you as you go down the slopes. And by the same time, you're kind of resistant. This is for both mature and immature Geminis, because we're both mature and immature at the same time. So it's like, it's so many messages, but it all kind of comes into one at the end of the month. So Nine of Cups into what's happening now. There's hope. You have hope. Yeah. So, are there any changes? What's the status in love? Breakups? Did anyone get back together? Three of Cups in reverse. So, I think that you're not really focused. You're not really focused on love, and I did say it's a month of self-love. So I maybe at some point in the month you're going to try to practice speaking your truth, speaking of how you feel. But like I suggested lightly, just go out for some drinks, throw a little like, oh, that really hurt me when that happened, but whatever, and just like throw little openings here and there, and they're gonna create their own kind of like universe within your universe, and then it's gonna attract more opportunities to do that, and also more of the same vibration. So you're not there yet, maybe you are, but you're getting there. Maybe you're strategizing it. Don't overthink it. Don't overthink it. Because love, you have like 3 cards that came out. Okay. So they came out like this. The first one was the Hanged Man in reverse. 3 of Pentacles. 8 of Swords. Okay. Now, in order, I have trouble to know what order to go in. Do I start with this or do I start with this? And that's kind of what the loop that you have in your mind. Not exactly the same, but you're kind of like, what should I do this? So I'm going to go with the middle card. I'm going to stay neutral. It's going to keep you balanced. And I'm just going to easily put it in front. And that's how we're going to go. Okay? Keep it simple. Love it. Love. So, love, May 2025. Gemini, self-love. So, maybe it's like a little story of what has brought you to this moment of such deep connection with your inner self. I especially liked the Hanged Man. Okay, so you have been, obviously overthinking to the point that it became apparent to you that, oh, maybe I'm overthinking, like I'm really bothering myself. And you're trying to create all these plans of how you're gonna, get through to what the issues you have, but you realize that, and the Hanged Man in reverse is, instead of trying to see something in a different or new perspective, you kind of put on your reading glasses if you have eyesight problems, or you put on or you took like a dose of truth serum, and you decided to look at things for what they are. You know what, like this is it, and you were surprisingly honest with yourself, but like really like deeply, and it's gonna bring you to the 8 of Swords. 8 of Swords is you're gonna become aware of your blockages, and it will take time and patience. And maybe those are the 2 things you need to learn: to open up and to be patient with yourself. I feel like those are like blaring at me in red lights. You know, you're driving down the road and I see patience and what's the other thing I said? Patience and time. I don't know. I forgot what I said. But you know, just rewind it. But yeah, patience with yourself. And there's a lot to kind of undo. A lot of damage has to be healed and loved on. Okay, well, I've been on that card for a long time. Okay, difficulties and or challenges. Um, Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Seeing the truth of your situation. It's gonna be hard to digest. Hidden potential bright side, but the Two of Swords in reverse. It won't be such a difficult decision. It's not a difficult decision to make. It's just difficult to accept and like swallow, I feel. And then, so to summarize the reading, okay, these two, I feel I have to re-pull because I don't know what I said. I'm forgetting a lot with this reading. Hey Gemini, whoa, that's crazy. So because you're an air sign, you're always thinking, remembering, reminding, so maybe you're letting yourself not remember every detail. You're letting yourself kind of let go and maybe forget like a memory or something. That's for some of you maybe. That's pretty cool. Yeah, and you see it was so easy. You can just rewind. That was the solution for this one, but there's going to be different solutions for other things. So, we ended, before I pull the 9th card, the 8th one says, yeah, so you know the truth, it's just taking you some time to, get with it. So, if I was to have a card to summarize the reading, a message for Gemini, what should it know for May? What's happening in May for them? Page of Swords. Okay. And what's the potential future outcome? Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. Let's go see the bonus you for you part, and then we'll go back to the summary of what's happening for May and your potential outcome for it. So, 11. I had it. So yeah, 11 is the master student. So master, and it's the very psychic, intuitive energy. And for you, you pulled the Hermit. The Hermit. So you've been going solo through life and mental, and just maybe not paying attention to your intuitive downloads or the message you've been getting because it was illogical to you, or you couldn't make it make sense. So the Hermit is like, he's like, it's like there's a flashlight, there's a light that just, a light bulb goes on in your head, and you're gonna start receiving the opportunity to increase your intuition, okay? And in order to build, for the 22 energy, that's a higher frequency than 11, that's the master builder. So how will you be utilizing what you know and all have to create a better path for you? You have the temperance. The temperance. Okay, so once you get past that like realization of yourself and what power you own really inside, it's gonna be so easy for you to turn that energy and that power into something that's beneficial for you. It's gonna be so easy. You're gonna know how to temper it. And then 33, which is the highest frequency, is the master teacher. It's the Six of Pentacles. You're not gonna believe how easy it is for you to manifest and get what you have been working your tail off. Like, you've been putting in the work like crazy, and then suddenly you're just like getting things so easily just because your vibration is raised. And it's gonna kind of blow your mind. And so completion, a Page of Swords, there's gonna be an ease in which you articulate and express yourself. Once all of this happens, the power to just speak will be real. It will be real and gentle. Potential future outcome, Seven of Pentacles in reverse. This desire to own and to own. You're starting to you might come to the realization that having so much is not really giving you really it's not really. There's a point where you have so much money that you don't know what to do with it, and you're like, I don't care for it as much as I would like maybe something else. And you might realize that, and the hard work you've been putting in yourself is gonna make you proud of yourself. You know, I feel my heart just. I love you, Gemini. I really wish you the best for May, and yeah, much love.